So in 2020, I was getting ready for work one night. I worked night shift, 10:30 to 7 a.m. And I had just gotten back from the gym. I had my post-workout shake. And I was about to start loading stuff into my car. And I got downstairs of my apartment and I could hear some crying. And I knew it wasn't the shake, but I thought it might have been. I was like, maybe I'm going crazy, but I'm hearing voices in the walls and they're crying and they sounded so close. So then I start taking stuff out to my car. I get out there and the crying's louder. But it's not like loud like everyone can hear it, just me. And it's nighttime. And that's when I see blue pants sticking out from the bushes right in front of my front window. And so I peek under there and there's a person crying, like covering themselves in dirt. And I'm just like, hey, are you okay? And the person was like, leave me alone. I just want to die. I just want to die. And me, being a black man, I was like, look, I get it, but you can't die here. I don't want to come back to, police waiting for me. And so I told the person to come out from under the bushes, and it was this girl. Only had on like blue pajama pants, no top on whatsoever, like just half naked. And so I'm like, hey, come in, let me get you a shirt. Let's try to get you some help. So she comes in. She's pretty out of it at this point. I don't know what was going on. But I went upstairs, grabbed her a shirt for her to put on. And then I told her I was going to call, for an ambulance. And she started crying. She was like, please don't call an ambulance. The police will come and they'll kill me. And I was like, why would the police kill you? And she said, because I'm trans. And I said, well, I don't want to call the police either because I'm black. But we got to call somebody because I got to get to work. So I called 911 and requested an ambulance. And of course, they send the police. Police get there first. And so I'm waiting around with her. And she's telling me that her friend from before she transitioned admitted that he'd always had feelings for her after she transitioned. And I guess he attacked her or whatever. And she ran off. That's how she ended up in my bushes. And so I sat there and I waited for the police to come, and they came, and I was just sitting there like, this really doesn't involve me. I'm just trying to help. And one of the cops, a black guy, was like, how do you know her? How do you know her? And I was like, I don't know her. She was just in my bushes crying, dog. I just called, request help. And as I'm telling him this, there's someone walking down the street yelling a name. And it's the guy that she had ran from. And the cop went outside and was just like, hey, are you looking for someone? He was like, yeah, and he described it. He's like, all right, cool. You stay right there. Don't go anywhere. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm going to be so late for work. And I'm always late for work, so they're not going to be surprised. Anyway, they, got out all the information they needed. They called their parents. They came and got her. And I was like, cool. Once they were out of my apartment, I finished getting ready. I walked outside to leave, and they were thanking me and everything. And I was like, for me, that was just the sensible thing to do. Which I guess to me, the sensible thing to do is the right thing to do. And all this discussion about empathy and people being different from you doesn't matter. If someone's in trouble, someone's been harmed, just help. It's easy. I had people, when I got to work, I told them what happened, why I was late. And of course, there were a lot of people, because, this is Memphis. They were like, weren't you scared? No. I'm not a fearful person. That's just not me. I don't just let fear take a hold of me when there's no reason for me to be scared of anything. I don't. Give me a reason to be scared. Otherwise, I'm not scared. Except for my anxiety. I do have anxiety.